Good afternoon and welcome to yet another episode of Mr. Long Island's Search for Truth and Beauty. And our guest this week is Karin Caro. Karin, welcome. Thank you for joining us at the last minute. And we have managed to cover both categories this week, truth and beauty. We'll get to that in a second. But Mr. Long Island's Search for Truth and Beauty is an internet program designed to draw attention to issues that need to be discussed to ensure Long Island's vitality. And also, and that's the truth part, and the beauty is to highlight things that get done on the island and make it such a special place to live. And you do qualify as both. You are very aware of what's going on Long Island, and you are the catalyst involved in a lot of things that kind of need to be talked about on the island. And you also, you're involved in a lot of projects that really help people. So you're the perfect guest, if you will.
Thank you.
Karin is also the owner of Blue Chip, so if it sounds like I'm sucking up, you're spot on. But Karin, in all seriousness, as you know, each week we start off talking about pizza because that's the one common element to every town on Long Island. And I know that you have a favorite pizza place.
I have a lot of favorites.
Okay, but this is the place. You get friends coming in from out of town. You take them there.
It's got to be in my hometown right now, Smithtown, and that's Menino's.
Okay.
They've got great pizza, penne alla vodka pizza. They have chicken parmesan pizza. They have a great sauce. You can tell Frank is cooking it on Sundays or something. It's
and
really
Menino's
good.
Is where?
It's right up here in town, the shopping center that is
okay, this
pretty
is
much
the
the
internet.
hub
This
of,
is seen around the
I
world.
know, this is the hub of Smithtown. I know.
Right.
Everyone's watching us right now and they want to know where I eat pizza, but
it's in Smithtown.
It's in Smithtown, yeah.
And it's Menino's?
It's Menino's, and I choose that also. There are other places that I love. Umberto's is great. There are a lot of places. However, it's my hometown, and I think that there's something to be said that you can hop over. If I'm going to take people that are out of town, I want them to see my town, where we live, where we eat every day.
Now, the truly funny part about that, you have no idea, but I used to be a Newsday carrier when I was a teenager, as a young boy.
What haven't you done?
And Mrs. Menino was the last house on my route in Massapequa. And there in the winter, man, when you got there at 5:45 and you were cold and you were tired, there's always the pot of sauce on it. And I'm telling you, walking there and just my glasses would fog up, and it was just the most glorious 3 minutes waiting for her to give me my 40 cents for the week.
I wonder if they're related. I mean, they've opened up everywhere.
Well, that'd be fun to find out. So thank you for that.
Do that.
Now, since we're talking pizza, which we are, you and I have also discussed something that will become an annual event on Long Island.
I love that you're bringing this up.
And it goes back to my days running 516 magazine. And one year we had, going back to the whole what's the one thing that everybody on Long Island has in common, every town? And it's a pizza place. And Long Islanders have strong opinions about pizza. So as you know, what we want to do is we want to challenge all the pizza places on Long Island to come down to one big festival for the weekend, and I envision people coming in from out of town for this.
Definitely.
And having all these pizza places come in, and we do it for charity, but you can come down and sample all the different kinds of pizza that Long Island has to offer, and it's just mind-boggling how many great, not how many pizza places there are on Long Island, how many great pizza places there are.
Well, from the show, you must have found and discovered quite a few new ones, or have you heard things
We're in about 2 dozen.
Okay.
I'd say we're in close to 20, 25 really good pizza places on the island, maybe even a little bit more than that. We should post a list to the Daily Blue.
Let's post it.
I have it together, believe it or not. Oh, yeah.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
And those would be our direct list to contact right away to
Well,
tell them to be a part of this festival.
Because it's across the board, but I seriously, I see rides, a whole family thing.
I agree. I love it.
And it'd be the kind of thing that we got a new guy running the Long Island Convention and Visitors Bureau, so we'll have to reach out to them. But it's really, what is Long Island? When you talk about Long Island, an iconic thing, what do you think about Long Island? And, you can
tell pizza and bagels and you, Mr. Long Island.
Well, it's the pizza is across the board.
It is.
And
I agree.
So we can have some fun with that.
I love it.
When the first event happens, people can go back to this episode of Mr. Long Island Search for Truth and Beauty. So this is where it started.
What I love, just a quick add-on on that note, the name of your event, it was Slice of Long Island, right? And you see in the slice, the L-I, you're so creative like that.
Yeah.
I love it.
No, we're going to have some fun with that. And that's next
looking
year.
Forward.
Yeah, that should be great. Tell us a little bit about, now you own Blue Chip, you got a great crew of people here. Everyone's a blue this and a blue that. Tell us a little bit about Blue Chip and what you're doing and some of the projects that you're involved in that are benefiting Long Island.
Well, Blue Chip was an evolution of really just wanting a platform for our clients, for people to be able to showcase and brand themselves and people to know what they were doing. We're very picky about our clients. We only take on people that we really, truly believe have truth and beauty.
Right.
We don't take on people that are looking for us to, they have really done wrong and they are looking to repair that. We can do that easily, but we really want the public to know that we care and we research the do-gooders.
Right.
The do-gooders of Long Island, and we're really Long Island and New York focused, although some of our clients are national, like Frosé, that's a wine sorbet. And also we have hotels that they have to be advertised nationally or internationally. But our mission is that they have some association to Long Island, especially because I really love it here, and that they're good. They're all around good. Their mission is good. All of them give back to charity in one way or another, and that is really, really important to our model at Blue Chip Marketing. As you may or may not know, my salary was always donated to charity. I felt really good about that, and I felt good about our team being a part of just being eclectic, so to speak. They're very different ages, different backgrounds, and different perspectives, and I value very, very much what their opinions are and how I want to spotlight them. They're my work family.
Well, you know, you bring up a very interesting point that I think is not really valued as much as it should be on Long Island, is that if you survive, if you're a successful business owner on Long Island, you really have to be a cut above probably most other parts of the country because it's an expensive place to do business. But as a result, you know, you have men and women who are very bright, and I think really an undervalued asset to the region is most of the business owners that I've met really have a heart of gold, you know, and they really do want to contribute. And you see this, and you're doing great things with those people, but there's so many more out there. And I think it's one of the reasons why the philanthropy community on Long Island is so, it's diverse.
It's diverse, but it's huge. We have givers here, and
Right.
they want to get involved and they want to give to everything. I mean, you've given us probably 100 crates of food, and we have people vying for them, the people wanting to get involved. And
Well, the need is there, but
The need
I
is
mean,
there.
you go spend some time with Randy over at Island Harvest and see what they put together there, and the really under the radar companies that are involved in a bunch of dozens of different Island Harvests. What
true.
you see happening, and again, because it's so, I don't want to say nickel and dime. You know, you don't have one person cutting these huge checks. You have a lot of smaller organizations cutting
giving
smaller
back.
checks. Yeah.
But that's okay. The feeling is there, the need is there, and the want to give is there.
Well, it's really Long Island in a microcosm. You know, there's
Yeah.
no one major employer on Long Island. You know, we used to all work for Grumman or work for somebody who worked for Grumman.
Right.
Now you have these literally thousands of smaller businesses. Everyone's kind of scurrying and working, but for the most part, they're really tremendous people.
Yeah, I agree. I love that we're here. One of the things I want to mention about you is that you really know a lot about Long Island. And when we say Mr. Long Island, you really are. Not just one of the things that first struck me about you. It was fascinating that you asked me where I was from, and you had like statistics of that.
That
But
was
you-
useless information.
I mean, it blew me away, and certainly not useless to me. But just in terms of, again, the need and the want and what's happening on Long Island, I just commend you on all of your knowledge. I don't know how you keep it all in there, but it's...
Well, it's fun, and Long Island's a fascinating place. It's really fascinated me probably ever since I was little, but I appreciate you saying that. That's very nice of you. But I think it's really important that small businesses that are looking to not only just succeed, but also give back a little bit, know that there's a home for them here at Blue Chip and the Daily Blue.
Yeah.
And I think what you're trying to do and what you are doing, and just shine a little spotlight. And it's the beauty of the modern technology we have today. You don't need a major TV studio.
Right.
You have the internet.
It's wonderful.
You are professional storytellers and problem solvers here, and I think it's terrific what you're doing. I appreciate
you.
your time this afternoon.
Thank
and
you.
It's bluechipmarketing.net and thedailyblue.com.
Yeah. The Daily Blue has given us an outlet to spotlight people and not be handcuffed to traditional media, although I think that traditional media is really, really important. I love newspapers and I love TV, but this gives us an outlet to have a voice and tell our story. And
Right.
I think storytelling is the key word there.
And,
Tell your
and,
story.
and that's the beauty of what you're doing here. So thank you so much for
Thank
your
you.
time today. And
Thank
this has
you
been
for having
absolutely
me.
delightful. It's been another episode, the last of 2014 of Mr. Long Island's Search for Truth and Beauty. I thank you for tuning in. I thank you for being here all year with me if you were. My name is Michael Watt, a.k.a. Mr. Long Island.